It's now time for the Rero Sports full game recap. We go all the way back to March 11th, the year 2025, when the Nashville Predators were in San Jose to take on the Sharks. Head coach Andrew Burnett deploys his lines and defensive pairings in the following way. It is 11 forwards and 7 defensemen in this alignment. Stamkos, O'Reilly, Evangelista, Forsberg, Sissons, and Marchessault. Smith, Svechkov, and Verana, Bellows, and McCarron make up your forward groupings. Your defensive pairings are Shea and Blankenburg, Delgaiso and Stassi, Englund and Barron, and Osterley is your 7th defenseman. Saros gets the start in net. We go to 156 of the first period. We find our first action with UC Saros coming with a save on Kovalenko. That's the first shot on goal of the game at the 2:40 mark of the first period. It's Saros coming with a save on Grundstrom at the 5:30 mark of the first period. Georgiev coming with a save on Svechkov at the 8:30 mark of the first period. Activity here as we find England versus Gaudreau, 5 minutes each. Off to the box, we go to the 10:16 mark of the first period. Now it's Smith versus Desharnais, and Smith is getting an extra 2 minutes for roughing for San Jose, not Cole Smith for Nashville. That leads to a Nashville Predators power play. So we've had 2 fights in the last 2 minutes of gameplay. On the Predators power play, Georgiev comes up with a save on Blankenburg. Then Georgiev comes up with a save on Fedor Svechkov. We go to the 12:26 mark of the first period, back to 5-on-5 hockey, where we find Georgiev coming up with a save on Luke Evangelista at the 17:32 mark of the first period. Saros comes up with a save on Liljegren at the 18:10 mark. Burrows off to the box. Bellows off to the box. 2 minutes for hooking. No shots on goal given up by the Nashville Predators. There would be a carryover of 10 seconds in the second period. So at the end of the first period, we have no score on the board. The Predators out shooting the San Jose Sharks by a total of 7-5. In that 10-second carryover of power play time onto the clean sheet, the San Jose Sharks do not generate a single shot on goal. It would be 51 seconds into the period when the Sharks come up with their first shot on goal, and Saros would stop Vlasic, the 1:08 mark of the second period. Now Georgiev comes with a save on Luke Evangelista, 3:07 of the second period. Saros comes up with a save on Giles off of the rush, 4:38. Georgiev, a save on Philip Forsberg in the 6:49 mark of the second period. Ferraro's off the box, 2 minutes for tripping on Cole Smith. Philip Forsberg cashing in on the power play with his 25th goal of the season, give the Nashville Predators a 1-0 lead. He curled out from below the goal line and out of the corner, and then was just given time and space and picks his spot and snipes. Phil Forsberg's team-leading 25th goal of the season puts the Preds ahead by 1. 9 minutes now of the second period. Saros comes in with a save on Toffoli, the 10:47 mark of the second period. Saros comes in with a save on Ferraro, 11:28 now on the second. Skjei comes up with a penalty, 2 minutes for hooking off to the box, putting Sharks on the power play. Saros a save on Toffoli on the breakaway, plus the rebound follow-up might have been even more impressive on the rebound for the Nashville Predators. The goaltender holding strong. Saros then another save on Eklund, another impressive save. 14:05 of the second, Gaudreau's off to the box. 2 minutes for tripping. The Predators cashing in for a second time this period on the power play. This time, Steven Stamkos given time and space. He picks his spot from the left circle, putting the Nashville Predators ahead 2-0. So Forsberg from the right side, Stamkos from the left side, both given time, both picking their spots. We go to 15:39 the second, and it's Liljegren with off the box, 2 minutes for interference. But the Predators will not get a single shot on goal on this particular power play. We go to the 18:03 mark of the second. Saros comes with a save on Gaudreau at the end of the second period. The Predators have a 2-0 lead. San Jose, though, out shooting Nashville 18-15. So the Sharks with 13 shots on goal in the second period. UC Saros having to be very strong, especially on that Toffoli double save situation. We move to the third period. Now we pick the action up at 2:37 of the third. Saros coming with a save on Celebrini at the 3:42 mark of the third period. Giles' first goal of his career happens as he's left wide open in the slot. The Sharks are on the board. The Predators lead 2-1, but immediately afterwards, 3:56 now in the third period, Graf with his second goal of the season. The D turnover below the goal line leads to another easy goal, and immediately the Predators' 2-0 lead they worked for over 40 minutes to secure is completely erased. 2-2 hockey game. We start with a fresh 5-on-5. 6:32 now of the third period. period. Bellows with his first goal as a Nashville Predators. Some net front jam puts the Preds back ahead 3-2. And the Preds and the Sharks this season series has been absolutely wild. 8:27 now of the third period. Saros coming up with a save on Smith. 14:54 of the third period. Saros comes up with a save on Toffoli at the 16:06 marker of the third period. Saros comes up with a save on Smith. 16:13. Georgiev a save on Forsberg's breakaway. So Saros makes the save. The Predators spring Forsberg for a breakaway, and Georgiev comes up with a massive save right here to keep the game at one separation. 17:43 of the third period. Saros comes with a save on celebrating at 18:25. Wenberg off to the box 2 minutes for tripping. The Nashville Predators cannot secure the empty net goal, but they do secure the victory with a 3-2 win here in San Jose. The Predators get outshot 26-19 for the game, so the Predators only able to generate 4 total shots on goal for the third period. They do get the game winner, though, by Bellows, and they do hang on to win. So the Predators 3-2 win. They win their 4th in a row, and they get outshot in this one, 26-19. UC Saros doing some heavy lifting there in the second period with 13 saves overall. That's going to do it for the Rebirth Sports full game recap. We've got so much more coming up. Analysis, box score, and more coming up next right here on the Renegades of Puck podcast.